now from Islam. Before God turns away from you and refuses to talk to you. As mentioned in Surah Allah, verse 77, Allah will neither address them, look at them, nor will He purify them. A painful chastisement lies ahead of them. What have they done? In the beginning, we're told, there shall be no share in the life to come for those who sell away the covenant of Allah and their oaths for a trivial gain. Thus, from this verse, I can establish, starting from this verse, establish from the other Quran ayats that Prophet Muhammad sold away his covenant and oaths for a trivial gain. Apart from believing in Allah, the one Allah, what is the covenant of Allah? So that we will see in Surah Nahl. I will show you through the Quran ayats from 90 onwards in Surah Nahl. I will be coming live soon. Thank you so much.
Hello, greetings. This is me, Zahra Jawad, again. Excuse me. Um, just sharing this. I'm in the middle of it on Facebook, my groups, pages. So, just the last one here. Okay, just put on my mic so you can hear me loud and clear. I came live stream on my first channel just today, a while ago, in the daytime. You can check that live stream at, what is it? Oh, I just cut my tongue here a little bit. What do you call it? Sorry. So, sorry, due to, I also, you will not regret it, but it's bad performance, but you will not regret it as, sorry about the background sound. The children are playing, if you can hear them outside. You will not regret this. Although my performance is low, morale is low, because I have some water problems here. Maza nahi aa raha, as they say in Urdu, to even wash my hands, or bahut kam wo hai na, pressure. So I've complained about this, but it hasn't been fixed as yet. Maza nahi aa raha hai. तो और इस पे भी मेरी लाइफ अपसाइड डाउन है अभी. सूरह हशर की आयतें और सूरह आले इमरान की आयतें 77 स्पेशली, और सूरह हशर की आयतें. Sorry, I just made tea also. So I'm running out of spoons because I'm not washing my dishes. I've been very lazy. No, the pressure. तो वो morale low morale low है. I can't. वैसे ही मेरी तबीयत ठीक नहीं थी ना, तो और ये और थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम आता है तो ऐसा लगता है कि तूफ़ान बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम आ गया है. तो इस वजह से, sorry, English speaking, my condition already not well, but a little problem here and there, slight problems unfortunately we have here. So मज़ा नहीं आता है, यानी मज़ा हट गया, that pressure नहीं आ रहा है पानी का मज़ा. How do you say that in English? Like, well, not enjoying because of the water pressure being low. God knows what's happening if the pipe or something. I've complained and complained and complained. Anyways, not enjoying washing dishes or washing my hands. Oops, and I have to get something. So I have come live stream. You can check that live stream, and my performance will be bad, but worse than before, but you will not regret it, hopefully. Uh, not that I think something of myself, but that, in shock also and all this. The way, what a part of it from my live stream, earlier live stream I'm going to share, because I checked the Quran Ayat on Hashr on the application, Quran, downloading the Quran from Play Store. And then I remembered how I may have may have taken those ayats because of the translation. Okay, the children are very loud here. Sorry. Let me see if it is coming in the background a lot or that I should come after. Let me see how. Ooh. Yes, it's very loud. Children playing in the evening. Anyways, so due to Ayat 77 of Ali Imran, in my previous, in the beginning, I think I corrected myself. I said Ala, Surah Ali Imran, third chapter of the Quran. As for those who sell the faith they owe to Allah and their own plighted words, so the covenant and the oath for a small price. They shall have no portion in the hereafter, nor will Allah speak to them or look at them on the day of judgment, nor will He cleanse them. They shall have a grievous penalty. Right? So this is the problem I have in the morning. There's tuck, 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 tuck. Some neighbor's house all the time cleaning, drilling, God knows what is happening. And so I came earlier on for the live stream, early in the morning. No, and I wasn't prepared, right? And when will I be prepared? Because I have these nervous breakdowns all the time. So postponing also is not good, right? Just come here and try my best. And then you decide, sorry. I say sorry a lot, I know. But because of the background sound also, I have to say sorry now and again as it increases the children's sounds. So you see here, God will not speak. So I wanted to, what should I do? Because there are more followers. Thank you, subscribers, for coming here. There are more followers on my first channel, less here. Still, thank you for your patience. I always keep coming on my first channel, Zahra Berserk, XGR Truth Seeker 2. Now that I'm here, so I want to say, let's see, I might quit here and then come quit that word in Surah Hashr. To take it as a Shia, okay, taking you there now. Hope you saw that ayat, right? I've beginning of you are faster than me. I'm very, very slow because I have so many problems. I feel I have problems. But my life is upside down now. Yeah, this was. Don't let me. So I don't want sympathies. I don't want to bring out. लेकिन इंसान है ना. But blackmailing like Imam Hussein did, Prophet Muhammad's grandson, now I can see it. Now I can see it. Oh, sorry, I can't see it. So I was the one who used to hide my emotions, never break down in front of people. But for Imam Hussein, yes. And especially to protect my loved ones from my pain and tears and all this. On my personal life. So I looked like a criminal, sounded like a criminal, you know. Okay, so I'm not going to brainwash you or emotionally blackmail you. So here, I remembered in my live stream, I was going through it again and again. I stopped now. First channel, turn away from Islam. Something like turn away from Islam now. Because you see here, this ayat, this way of translation in the Quran, this is downloaded Quran. This is not online. Maybe we had this. So what I thought from the second verse of Surah Ashar, it is he who turned out from their homes those who had disbelieved from among the people of the scripture on the first banishment. Now I don't know why first banishment. You never thought that they would quit from fighting. Like as a Shia. Oh, you mean to say quit from fighting? Now you know where I'm going. When the fortresses will come, let me see. Don't jump the gun, Zahra. While they themselves thought that their strongholds would defend them against Allah. So where does it go? Oh, they will not fight with you. That ayat. They will not fight with you except behind ramparts and strongholds, behind strong fortresses. What's that? In the dua also we have this ayat, so Surah Sabasab. For the Imam, we call him last Imam. So from here to there, and the fighting amongst them is severe. Yeah, they're like cats and dogs, and Tom and Jerry, Tom and Jerry, Jews and the polytheists. Have you seen Tom and Jerry cartoon? The fighting among themselves is like jungly. It's like wild cats and dogs. Is severe. So they will not fight with you unless they are behind ramparts or. Don't let me forget. I just had this. I just thought of it and came here that I would speak of this. And I knew the ayat that came to me, but now I'm live stream. I'm very self conscious. They will not fight with you except behind ramparts and strong, fortresses or something. You never thought it's not coming. Sorry. You never thought that they would quit from fighting. Again, I'm repeating. While they themselves thought their strongholds would defend them. So here, as a Shia, I would take it because I was a Shia Quran only, kind of, right? First. Things happened in my life, and that's why I had to be a Quran only Shia. You never thought that they would quit from fighting, not quit their houses. So, shocked, morale is low, performance is getting worse, but you will not regret it, I tell you. So I'll be slow. While they themselves thought that their strongholds would defend them. So I'm like, okay, they've got their houses and they've got fortresses in front of their houses and they have arrows, bows and arrows, and they're ready to, shoot at the Muslims in Medina. Mm. So be prepared. Shias like me, who were like me. You mean to say it is not like that? Like they would not quit from fighting? Or they would not quit from their homes? What a way to put it. So if it's that they would not leave their homes. Oh my God. They were dragged out of their homes. Something like that. So Shias, as we cry over Imam, as you know, I used to, Imam Zain al-Abidin Karbala, बीमार करबला है, हाय शाम का बाजार है, बीमार करबला है और शाम का बाजार है और बीबियां हैं बेरेदा. So there could be sick people in Jews houses, elderly people, children, women, And there, for the booties, is saying it goes to the orphan also and the traveler. But of course, what the traveler and what orphan? Believer orphan. And if you might not be able to take care, marry them, orphans, that ayat also in a surah where Baqarah, no, Surah Nisa, I think. No, Surah Nisa, women, ayat. Surah, not. So in Surah Nisa, the women, ayat. So then marry one, two, three, four orphans, huh? Here, what are you doing to the families? Now, today, not today, but a few weeks ago, since water not coming properly, maza nahi aa raha hai, I don't want to wash my hands. Oh, but I have to wash my hands. Maza nahi aa raha hai, lekin now my bartan dishes are piling up. Spoons are no more. What I do now? चले चाय तो बनानी है ना. Doesn't matter. I have 3 left or something. No, don't feel sorry for me, huh? He struck their hearts, and Allah came upon them from quarters they little. So these quarters were fortresses, like they were. And they were ready to fight that we don't want the Muslims here, we don't want Prophet Muhammad here in Medina. Oh my God, Zahra, I have to. So if you are a Shia like me, embrace yourselves because you're in for a great shock. If you read and understood the ayat like I understood this Hashar ayat too, Surah Hashar ayat too. So then he struck their hearts with terror so that they demolished their houses partially. So they were told, go back, demolish your houses with their own hands. Go back from the strong fortresses, you have made in front of your houses to protect yourselves. That we are opposing him and we want a war with you. We are the aggressor. Jews are the aggressors. And what remained of them was being destroyed at the hands of the believers. So you will say they deserve it because they made strong ramparts and they're fighting from their houses. You remember that verse where it come? They will not fight with you except in strong ramparts behind. They will not, not fight with you except. So I thought from their homes they were fighting and the fortresses they built. They will not fight with you except behind ramparts. That the ramparts come in Surah Sabasa, but this ayat come. Let me see what ayat it is in the Quran. Very interesting. So after reading, before, just as reading, while reading Surah Ashura 2, this ayat come. Ooh, some, verses coming from the Quran telling me they will not, giving me, they will not fight you even together except in fortified townships or from, banishment from their towns, Jews. Good. Yeah, they deserve. But no, no, no. So it after Surah Hashar ayat, and what the Surah 59, what the, it did not come here, what I not see properly? They will not fight with you except within fortified cities. Oh my God. So they made Medina fortified it, or from behind walls. Their violence among themselves is severe. You think they are together, but their hearts are diverse. Or the fighting amongst themselves is great. Some other translation. That is because there are people who do not reason. It is Surah Hashar ayat. 59 is Surah. Sorry, I correct. It is Surah Hasharayat. Oh, you mean to say that what I thought as a Shia was true? Oh, now wait a minute. They have built their houses. They are having arms and ammunitions in their houses. They've fortified the city with arms and ammunitions. Oh, I missed this ayat, huh? Their violence among themselves, yeah. So their violence among themselves is severe. So the children's voices and my full attention, pay here, Zahra. Their violence among themselves is severe. Maybe again I have to come to the first channel for this. I will try to, but you know, my every is not prepared. So I'm like other, in other words, anyways, where we go really. I not to know how I come here, then go there. So I'm not prepared. They will not fight you all except within 45 cities. So I don't know how to record this for my first channel. Let it be. It will be for an hour. But before an hour, I think prayer will call. Caller will call unto us to Allah. Ah, so here we are told, Quran only Shia, you have done terrible. Why? Oh, Shias are going to get me now. They fight not against you even together, except in fortified townships or from behind walls. Their enmity among themselves is very great. You see, the Israelis are killing their Jews. My father tell me, hmm? Like the Sunni and Shia, you know. You see, in Pakistan, elsewhere, you not to see Sunni hatred for Shia. Some of them, you see how they say shirk, 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 and um, yeah, beat. No, no, not the beat. His Highness Aga Khan also against him. Yeah, he's doing shirk, and he is this because Salim Lalani is on him. But you know, they some Muslims don't know that Prophet Muhammad, Allah equal, obeying Allah. What difference now? Association, partnership. He's his representative on earth, and he have power to do everything given to him. Surah Hashar ayat 5 or which number? 6. So I make some mistakes like this, but not major mistakes. So I have given you extra homework. Now you search 5 verse or 6 verse. That I trouble you with, right? They fight not against you. So I think that here their houses were broken because they were in their houses and they made the fortresses, you know, made it strongholds in front of their houses, and they are standing, they have arms, and they are ready. They're in combat all the time because Muslims have come from Makkah to Medina, and the Prophet has set his blessed feet on in Medina. Now they don't want him in Medina, so he should do hijrat, right? And how come they not able to kill Prophet Muhammad? He survived this. I mean, they could just have from the fortified towns and behind their walls, just given an arrow, 2, 3, 4. How many people in Medina? How many Muslims there in Medina? This in the beginning. So, oh, now my work is made difficult. So, you know, some Sunni Shias, respected Sunni Shias, will not look, will, oh, Now I scared. Like Prophet. No, no, don't compare me. Surah Azab. Compare me to Moses. Surah Taha. He's scared. Moses felt frightened. We said, do not fear, thou will certainly have the upper hand and overcome. Throw what is in thy right hand. So Moses feared. And Surah Azab, the prophet feared. Al Moon, wow, great. Keep it. I'm क्यों मुझे आप शर्मिंदा कर रहे हैं really? Wow, great. Thumbs up. Keep it up. Oh my God. Thank you so much. It is the greatness of the true God now, the moon God, Al Moon, ex Muslim movement. It is now the greatness coming out of Al Moon, Allah, the Lord of the Kaaba, right? The true God of the Kaaba, polytheist. Thanks to him and to you for being here and all the subscribers and all those who are here. So you see, so I thought they were, using their houses. They had arms and ammunitions now against the Muslims. They had collected, and they kept their homes now as war. What do you call it? So that's why they were dragged out of their houses. But remember, Prophet Muhammad not die, not killed. Not die, no, not killed, right? So we might think that they fight. So this the reason for breaking their homes. Okay, you do hijrat. You leave Medina. Because didn't he leave Makkah saying the policies are after my life? So thanks for considering me a God Al-Mun. Yes, true, good, oh Kaaba. Considering me a God Al-Mun. No, I'm not considering you God Al-Mun. I'm considering the Al-Mun, Allah, true God of the Kaaba. And you, as a subscriber who has come here, so did I get this? Thanks for considering me a God? No, no. You in yourself are one with God. But I do not consider God, we are all gods, divine. Not like that. I say Al-Mun meaning Allah, what your ID is here, name. So I say that now, yes, to Al-Mun as a god. Oh, okay, yes. So misunderstanding. Thank you for the clarification. Allah is Al-Mun, right? Thank you so much, Al-Mun, ex-Muslim movement, for the clarification. So you see, but Allah not talking to the Muslims and turning his face away on the day of judgment. Acha, not me. Yeah. Oh, my name as a. Oh, okay. My name as a God. Thank you for the clarification. Thank you for correcting me. I got it wrong. Sorry about that, huh? Almon. And he's an ex-Muslim movement channel. Please, we are the only two ones here. Two great hit smitten. What do you say? In that ayat, I'll be coming to my notes. Almun, thank you for being here. We need more Muslims to save Muslims. Almun is an ex-Muslim movement. Oh God, I need to save the Muslims. They fight not against you even together, except in fortified townships or from behind walls. Their enmity among themselves is very great. No, it is not. Because the hypocrites in Surah Allah, oh, sorry, Al Imran. Zahra, do you know who is the biggest victim of Islam? Who? No, it's not coming to my mind, sorry. You tell me, who is the biggest victim of Islam? Polytheists, Jews. There are many. Not only biggest victim of Islam. Yes, I'm here to support you, and tomorrow is my live as well. Oh, okay. But good luck. Best wishes. Good luck for it. Thank you for your support. I have no words to thank you. Oh, thank you. I really did need the support. I'm, after all, human. Um, who is the biggest victim of Islam? Almon? The polytheists? Jews of his time? Us Shias? Who is the... Oh, God. I have to pause for a while, Almon. Sorry, you'll have to wait. Thank you. This coming. Prayer call. Thank you for being here. 3 are here. Another one is here. Thank you so much. 4. Thank you so much. I'm much, much grateful to you all. 6. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm back with my voice. So I could have just not paused. I realized a little bit later while pausing that I can put my, off here, voice, mute it. I can mute myself. Okay, I'm reading this. What the footnote on the second verse of Surah Hashar. Now I'll read it out. I was reading silently, and I hope you could read this. Quran.com. The word Hashar in the text means to gather the scattered individuals together, or to take out scattered individuals after mustering them together. Mustering them together. Thus, the words li awal al hashar mean with the first hashar, hashar nashar really, sorry, or on the occasion of the first hashar. As for the question, what is implied by the first hashar here? The commentators have disagreed on it. According to one group, it implies the banishment of the Bani an-Nadir from Al-Madinah, and this has been described as the first Hashar, in the sense that their second Hashar took place in the time of Umar, when the Jews and the Christians were expelled from the Arabian Peninsula. And the final Hashar will take place on the day of resurrection, I hope. On the day of resurrection. Okay. Or maybe Imam Mahdi. Oh, according. Oh, God knows. According to the second group, it implies the gathering of the Muslim army together to fight the Bani an-Nadir. Gathering of them. Who is the aggressor here? And the Li'awal al-Hashar means that as soon as the Muslims had gathered together to fight them, and no blood yet had been shed, they, by the manifestation of Allah's power, offered to be banished. Manifestation of Allah's offered to be banished from Al-Madinah of their own accord. In other words, these words have been used here in the meaning of at the very first assault. Shah Waliullah has translated it at the first gathering of the army. Shah Abdul Qadir has translated it at the first mustering. In our opinion, this translation very nearly gives the meaning of these words. So I like I said, right, that first the Quran ayats, and then if it's absolutely necessary to go to the tafsirs, meaning what this ayat means, what is the first banishment. We need to know behind it the context, right? What is this? So I had to see the explanation because there's an ayat here that I've taken a scritch and stopped 16, I think, ayat we're going to. So it was like they would not quit from fighting. They have ammunitions and arms in their houses. 16. Okay, now if we can find footnotes on this on Quran.com, this is Surah Hashar, not Tahrim. The hypocrites are like the example of Satan when he says to man, disbelieve, but when he disbelieve, where did it come? I thought it was Ayat 16. They will not fight with you, but 14. So, okay, it's verse 14. So, oh, why I have to close this? I have to go to, although it says Surah Tahrim, verse 14. It's Surah Hashar. Many translations here. Not. What is Surah Tahrim? Oh, this is Surah Hashar. So sorry I'm like this, my papa. Where is it? Okay, if you do this to me. Oh, 62. I will open a new tab. Don't worry, where's the new tab? Take time, but it's worth it because my life is upside down. And 14, verse 14 of Surah Hashar still says Surah Tarim, look how it play game with me. Very wicked. No, kind of wicked, not exaggerate. 14. I want to see the footnotes over there. They have gathered arms and ammunition against Prophet Muhammad and the Muslims. And Prophet Muhammad also not a leaving, very stubborn, not a leaving Medina. They will not fight you all except within fortified cities or from behind walls. So they don't come to you in battle. The violence, and maybe they have arrows, I thought, bows and arrows. The violence, i.e., enmity among themselves, is severe. You think they are together. So here it's like they're in Al Imran, we are told they don't want to fight. They make excuses. Nice thumbnail. Thank you so much. I got it from Kind Master. And you can download pictures, art, pics art, and work on that. A screenshot from or Kind Master, and you can change it. Thank you so much, Almon. Even united, where is that footnote? They fight not against you, even together, except in no footnotes. They are like those who tasted the evil consequences of their deeds. A short while before, a grievous chastisement awaits them. The allusions is to the disbelievers of the Quraysh and the Jewish clan of the Bani Nuqa, who had been defeated by a handful of ill-equipped Muslims in spite of their larger numbers and superior equipment, due mainly to these weaknesses. But what weakness in so in Surah Jang Uhud we're told Imam Ali's strength was the only. Although Hamza was, I thought he was. Anyways, Hamza was martyred in Uhud. I learned, not in Badr, Battle of Badr. So you see, now I have to stop. Let's see. My work has become a little difficult, but not to worry about it. They fight not against you even together, except in fortified townships. So this excuse is that they not quit from fighting. It is now 2 verse of Surah Ash. It is he who turned out from their homes those who had disbelieved from among the people of the scripture. Remember, it's a hard work, huh? Because it's coming from one side. It's and we were told that Prophet Muhammad that he was the best of the prophets and that last seal of the prophets, but he had the worst of the hypocrites. Remember that. And so these worst of the hypocrites, nothing coming from their side, but the Umayyad Turai, the polytheists. And like if a Shia gets scared, like what are you doing? Because Imam Mahdi is here in occultation. And what answer will we give to Imam Mahdi? So that question come in after my live stream earlier on in channel 1 YouTube. So I say that I think, and then come insight that at first I think that, yeah, what are we going to tell Imam Mahdi that, so quickly you move away when God is testing you, right? And you not understand, okay, we don't understand the Quran ayats. But did you ask me? Yes, I asked Imam Mahdi in Karachi many, many years, appealing continuously, right? Then I think, okay, what else I think, right? So it come to me that here on Facebook I've written very, very good. That look, first of all, the Shias believe Imam Mahdi in occultation. Then he have the Quran. So fear came in me, maybe collective Shias fear, who have been very faithful to Ahl Bayt, the progeny of Prophet Muhammad. After I got up from my live stream on YouTube, where I had still not answered fully this question, I asked in my recent live stream. So I'd asked this question, and then all of a sudden, the answer came through insight. Why have people write bad? Why people write bad? Why have people? See, my English also going bad. Why have people write bad things about him? Why have people written bad things about him? And even the Quran verses reveal some things against him. That is Prophet Muhammad. But I not put here. Because the disbelievers and the policies won in trying to show us the truth against Prophet Muhammad and his Allah. Him and his progeny lost. You know what happened is that after the death of Prophet Muhammad, later on, after the caliphate of Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman bin Affan told the Muslims to collect all the Qurans and send it to him, and he burned all the Quran. And he saved only, we are told, Hafsa's Quran. Right? So he burned all the Quran. Now who's winning? According to the Shias, who's winning? Not the Sunnis, but Uthman bin Affan. Yes, the Umayyads are winning. Thus, extremely unfortunate it is that misguidance and rift remains between different schools of Islam and much hatred for each other. Like some of the Sunnis hate the strict Orthodox, hate the Shias like anything. The practices, what you're doing, bringing out Shaqasam Mendi, also this, that, you're giving Islam a bad name, this, that, right, etc., etc. True Quran remains with Ali, right? And Mahdi, according to the Shias. True Quran remains with Imam Ali and Imam Mahdi, but unseen even by the Shias. So in our hands, we have this Quran now, what the Shia and Sunni share together, all Muslims, this Quran. And not we Shias, according to the Sunnis, we don't have a different Quran. So you can tell Imam Ali and Imam Mahdi that we have this Quran. And where is that Quran that you have? Please, at least give it to your followers, your Shias. So true Quran remains with Ali and Mahdi, but unseen even by Shias. Shias, can you see this? Stop fearing that we may betray Allah and His Messenger. And when Imam Mahdi comes, what will we tell him? Even his purified progeny could not protect the Quran. It was burnt by Uthman bin Affan, and only Hafsa bin Umar's Quran was preserved according to Islamic sources. Some Islamic sources say this. Tell him I showed you all the proof against his great 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 grandfather, Yani Prophet Muhammad. I can say this here, but had to be a little discreet on Facebook post. So, what now if, let's say, Imam Mehdi comes and tells me, why you become a next Shia and you, all this? I say, Imam, I pleaded, I beseeched Allah. And, Al Kulaini, the author of Al Kafi, we were told he was having a, Imam Mehdi was going there and giving him all these hadiths from his forefathers. Imam's hadiths. Imam Mahdi is the 12th. So the earlier Imam's hadiths, and he could compile it in Al Kafi. He was in, there's a story behind it that he was, in one room, and his wife once, my father told me that he was holding a glass of water and he not to know. He's writing, glass of water for him, standing there. Maybe he told his wife, can you please bring me a glass of water? When she come, he's so engrossed in his work, the book Al-Ghafi. So for many years, he not even see the sky, perhaps go out. So I beseech, and we are also told like this, and that Imam Mehdi come to him and give him. So let's call on Imam. I beseeched him. It is he who turned out. I beseeched Allah, but I feel that maybe I not deserve because I'm not trustworthy. I sell. I come here. See, I say here because I'm not well. Tell me, I showed you. Tell him I showed you all the proof. Like I showed you all the proof against that. People think that I'm proud or something. I'm not proud. What will I gain out of proudness? I will lose. Already I feel hell here like anything. I will lose out on the hereafter. Not want to be proud or anything. But even then, you can't defeat Muslim thought, Islamic thought. Still shaitan after me, with me, on me. Okay, let's see. So we can tell, you see, so what happened here is that even if, like, when Rasulullah, before going, martyred, dying, before he died, what he's saying is last sermon, the Shias, according to the Sunnis, my Quran, if you hold on to the Quran and my Sunnah, you will never go astray. My Sunnah, what I do, my Sunnah. But according to the Shias, it is if you hold his sermon, he announced, if you hold fast to the Quran and my itrat, meaning my family members, right? You will never go astray. 3 times, he said. Trinity. Amar Akbar Anthony. एक जगह पे so not maybe Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. And I not put in order. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. It is he who turned out from their homes those who had disbelieved. From among the people of the scripture on the first banishment. Okay, wait. Did you get this? Almon, did you get it? Wait, let me see open the live chat. I'm on Facebook. What happened with former PM of Pakistan, Imran Khan, yesterday? I really not to know, sorry, Almon. I'm here on this very, very hot it is like my life has upside down. I know to wash dishes. The water is less pressure. And I'm really into this now. I'm first on this. Sorry, Almon. Please not to bring politics here, Imran Khan and all. This very, very important. My life is upside down for this. And all the time scared that I might lose my hereafter, losing my life here to bad health. Maybe God not to speak to me, God not to. No, no. You see, Duai Kumel. Maybe I can take the fire, but how can I take a separation away from you, O Allah, and be with those hypocrites and, nasty, treacherous people in hell? So please have mercy on me. I'm standing on the threshold of hell and heaven, and I want the truth and justice for all. So I wish Imran Khan the best. Oh, did they shoot at him? He's alive. He's been injured or something? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. So we will go to that later on. Yes, please. Uh, I hope he's well. I heard he's well. I read a little bit that he was shot at. Someone tried to kill him, assassinate him, but he was saved. So, but the physical, he's saved. Let's also save his soul, Imran Khan's. And because we are saving the Muslims from what? So while dying, I'm doing this. Not big talk, yeah, because Allah knows everything. You can't deceive Allah. Before even you think He knows what is coming to your mind. So thank God he's saved, and physically also, and let us also help him spiritually. So while I'm also dying, so I say, oh Lord, let me help people. So how you want to die? Oh, sick? Friend, a brother of mine in London asks all the time this question to people. He say, not big talk, yeah, not big talk, but because of my religion, Imam is saying sacrifice. So he tell me, so while I say, I first think that should I not die in I'm very, very tired, and I just want to see my principal. She's in Karachi, and maybe I want to die in her arms. So nice a bed, and her husband's name was Gulzar. Uh, so like a Bon Jovi, or who sing, lay me down on a bed of roses. So I die in mommy's lap, in her arms. But then I change I take a U-turn. And I tell the sick, we're in the restaurant now on High Street, Kensington, perhaps having that mad cow disease steak, sirloin steak. Very good. But I can't afford it every time. And so I say that I want to die saving a life. And he get a very that no one ever tell me this. They say they want to die in a bed. Someone said they want to die in a bed full of money, notes, currency. So I say, what? And I said, no, I don't want to be impolite, but I don't believe you that you're saying that no one tell you. Maybe he never meet someone who tell him, but this time he meets someone. So his favorite question was he always asks his friend, anyone who he meet, that how do you want to die? Saving a soul, saving a life. He said, I never heard. This is like my favorite question, but I not do big talk. I not promise anything, but I feel it is a wish. Like I don't say that I will, but I pray to God that I will. that I die saving a life. And I even go against my desire of dying in my beloved principal's arms before her, before she died. And I'm younger to her, much, much. Right? So the sick guy, Rick Gill, he tell me, in London I meet him, he tell me he's in my hostel and also he graduate from Holborn College and then he go to another college. He tell me that, oh my God, I'm not to believe him, but maybe he want to impress me or I don't know what, at that time. But I make him my brother and all. He said that he never heard anyone say this. Someone want to become something and die. Someone want to, but there's Mother Teresa and there's like you give your life. Your life is not yours only. It is God's. Like Neil Donald Wall, Conversations with God authors say. And they remind us. It is a reminder. Okay, back to this Surah Hashar Ayat 2. You never thought that they would quit from their, quit meaning, it's like quit word come. Maybe I read this translation when I was a Shia. And then, yes, that ayat below, that they will not fight with you unless they are behind houses, strongholds and walls and all this. So I thought maybe they've got the bow and arrow ready to strike, the Muslims as they are walking by. But how Prophet Muhammad survived? If they are fighting like this and in their town against the ones who did hijrat from Makkah, how Prophet Muhammad survived and drag them out of their houses, while they themselves thought that their strongholds would defend them against the judgment of Allah. Now, don't bring Allah here. Okay, maybe, yeah, bring Allah here. Yes, bring Maha Allah here. Bring Maha Allah here. But the punishment from Allah came upon them from quarters they little expected. How can they little expect when Allah is there, their Allah? He struck their hearts with terror, so they demolished their houses partially with their own hands, and what remained of them was being destroyed at the hands of the believers. So take warning. Okay, that's not important. Oh, you have insight. Yes. I need a good advocate and eloquent and neutral, not a Christian, not any one who have his heart pulled to Islam in any way. And had not Allah decreed exile for them, He would have punished them in some other way, in this world and in the hereafter. They shall certainly have the punishment of the fire. Because they cut themselves off from Allah and His Messenger. Well put, this Quran ayat 4, downloaded Quran. Or split, you see, shaku or shaki means, or shaki or shaku. You read the Surah Qamar ayat, moon split. They had split away from Allah and His Messenger. Maybe they were defending themselves in these strong houses when they built fortresses that Muhammad not come to them in their own town. You see? What's going on there behind? And maybe now Ramadan start, I'm dead. Not coming here in the night. What has started that in the mosque there are... Anyways, cut, cancel. I'm in London. There's a mosque nearby there. The Muslim. No, not a joke in public like this. No. The Sunni Muslims have said that we need loudspeakers here in London, East London, South Hall or somewhere. They can have their mosque. Yeah, what is going on in South Hall? Mosque has come up. And there's in the nighttime there is some speech going on in the sermon. Okay, you cut down no palm tree or left it. Oh, so the Muslims, Sunni Muslims thought, you know what? And even the Shias will add. Yes, yes, they will accept it. Not add, accept it. That they had to make a siege and all this for the siege, or oh, they make siege or what? And so for the siege, they had to cut down these palm trees to get to them. And perhaps they were, very, very scared of Prophet Muhammad and his Muslim army, shaking, shivering, but holding ammunitions. You see me because I'm also holding, I want to hold something against Prophet Muhammad here and his Muslims who would come and kill me. Those who wanted to tell you the truth against him have not survived, perhaps. These are new times. And do you know what the Muslims will say? That Qayamat has come on us. Because these ex-Muslims have come up. And you know what the Shias will say, that at Imam Mahdi time, many, even Muslims, believers, Shias will leave their religion. And only 40 mu'mineen will be with Imam Mahdi. So Shias, that time has come. Hold fast to Allah's book and Imam, his Itrat. Now is left Imam Mahdi. Don't let it go. And so you cut down no palm tree or left it standing on its roots, but it was by Allah's leave, so that he might disgrace the transgressors. Disgrace the transgressors. And there the Shias, Sunni say that here I show you, where is it, Quran? The, uh, this is not the Surah Tahrim, please, right? Yeah, it's Surah Hashar, that they might, palm trees, where is it, 5 or, now I have to go up, sorry. So we have all night long. I'm not leaving unless I get tired. God, Al-Moon, help me. You see what I'm holding here against you Muslims? Knife. No, no. Why you want to kill me? Because I disrespect Prophet Muhammad? No, I'm after justice and truth. Exposing the hypocrite, false prophet. Because don't you want to see how great your prophet is, Muslims? So first, let us with words and discussion academically, and then you may kill me. Is it true God? Is true God? What is true God? What Allah has bestowed on His Messenger and taken away from them? Almonia. True God. Who is the true God? Very good question. Is true God? I mean, if we put it in a question, whose is the true God? Very good. The Jews? We all believe in one God, monotheistic religion, as when I was a Shia. But the polytheists believe in more gods than one God, but it come to one God. Oneness. Maybe they not believe in the day of judgment because they have karma, reincarnation, coming here life cycle all the time. But they at least believe in the same one God. And then they have gods. What Allah has bestowed on His messenger. No, wait, I was going to that, where is it? So I will be mistaking and forgetful. That is because they opposed. No. Yes. Where's the tree one? Here. You see here? Yeah, thank God we have a footnote. I just want to, one. The reference, footnote, Quran.com, thank you. The reference is to the fact that the Muslims cut down or burnt. Okay, here it not say burnt, but in the, here say cut down or burnt many of the palm trees, many, that stood in the oasis around the settlement of the Bani Nadir in order to facilitate the siege. That the way, well put, and the me terrible, make for the siege. Okay. Facilitate the siege. However, they left those trees standing, which did not obstruct the military operations. Going with the, at this, like some Pakistan, India, were in some area. At this, the hypocrites of Al Madina and the Bani Qurayza and the Bani Nadir themselves raised a clamor, saying that on the one hand, Muhammad be upon him, oh, prohibited spreading disorder in the world. See, I miss peace. Muhammad be upon him. I missed. Prohibited spreading disorder in the world, but on the other hand, fruit trees were being cut down by his command, which amounted what Imam Jafar Sadiq say not to cut down fruit trees, but these are like third grade. Worms are in the fruit. No, which amounted to spreading disorder in the world. So what did that ayat opposing Allah and not believing, and then creating mischief, cut off their opposite sides of their hands and feet, cut down by his command, which amounted to spreading disorder in the world. At this, Allah sent down the command, whatever trees you cut down, or whatever you now is using is Allah. But this does amount to mischief, disorder. This amounts to terrorism and all. At this, Allah sent down the command. Whatever trees you cut down or whatever you left standing, your neither act was unlawful. Just because Allah said so, but is Allah's false. And I proved it, that even for the hypocrites of Baduans, I've proved it, that if they ask forgiveness from Surah Munafiq, Surah of on hypocrites, and then going to Surah Fat, that these were not hypocrites. And even if they were hypocrites, they said, please ask forgiveness for us. So in Surah Munafiqun or Munafiqin, we are told what in the ayat? That if they come to you and asked forgiveness, and Allah would have forgiven them and all this, what the ayat? At this, Allah sent down the command, whatever trees you cut down. See, and now where this Shia is coming from? Umayyad. Ah, I wish I was eloquent, right? But it had put your feelings aside because, emotional, not good. That's why I not become a lawyer. But it had Allah's permission. This is another reason good why I'm sick. The legal injunction that is derived from this verse is that the destruction caused for the sake of military operations does not come under spreading disorder in the world. I thought the military operations in the town against these people amounted to martial law. Now he's brought in martial law, and I thought it was from the Umayyads. Does not come under spreading disorder in the world. But spreading disorder in the world is that an army under the fit of war hysteria should intrude into the enemy territory mm, and start destroying the crops, cattle, gardens, houses, and everything in its way without any reason. So they think they have a good reason for doing this. In this matter, the general instruction is the same which Abu Bakr Siddiq gave while dispatching the Muslim army to Syria. Do not cut down fruit trees. Do not destroy crops. Do not ravage the settlements. This was precisely in accordance with the Quranic teaching, which condemns those who spread chaos. When they get power, they direct all their efforts towards spreading corruption in the land, destroying harvests and killing people. Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayat 205. But the specific command in respect of the war exigencies is that if destruction is necessary for military operations against the enemy, it is lawful. But the specific command in respect of the war is, first of all, this city is not Prophet Muhammad's birthplace, even. And he did hijrat, he ran. Now, he escaped because he tell us that Makkah's after his life. So he escaped Makkah. He come to Medina. It is not his city. He should have done second hijrat. Seeking truth and justice is more important than praying a God. Praying to God. Praying a God. Seeking truth and justice is more important than praying a God. Thank you, Almon, ex-Muslim movement, for this comment. Very, very true. Seeking truth and justice is more important than praying a God, praying to God. What did it mean? The end part, sorry, it's not clear, but thank you so much. Very seeking truth and justice. I think we should, yes, we should remain seekers and, seeking justice. Very, very good. Seekers of justice. Not come to any conclusions because we not have. Here I'm examining him, his behavior also, exalted character, moral. When they got power, they direct all their efforts. You see, how can I believe? So when it's absolutely necessary, I have to read this footnotes. Thus, Abdullah bin Masud has given this explanation in the commentary of this verse. Medina is not his, right? Medina is not the Prophet Muhammad's. So peaceful means, you see, if the Jews went to Prophet Muhammad's city, he had now established somewhere a city, land, empty land, and but you can't occupy a Jewish land, city, towns, and do all this and say it's by the permission of Allah. See the scenario over there. Please pay attention, and if you are interested only to know the truth, because you see, a lot is at cost in this religion. Like there are horrifying punishments in the hereafter also, and as well as in this life, because you'll have your houses broken. And what Umar bin Khattab, we are told in Shia, what he want to hide. No, no, it was a mistake. So people, like accident doing uh, and saying that, oh, by accident, Prophet Muhammad's daughter pass away, right? So now we want to see Prophet Muhammad's daughter pass away by accident or by Umar bin Khattab's injury done on her deliberately with the men's real intention to harm her. That's what we want to see. So that we can come. Now, for example, I come out of this Quran. For example, I'm a Shia, let's say, even now, and I want to give an answer. So I indirectly give an answer to the ex Muslims on I make my own YouTube channel, and I do it the way they are doing it with the books, sources, Islamic sources, Quran ayats. And I also do that. And I come out shining like, Subhanallah, marhaba, marhaba, marhaba. My religion is true. And I'm so proud to be a Shiite. That's my intention, people, or subscribers, or Al Moon, ex-Muslim movement. But it not come out like this. I not come out bright shining. Because I don't want to go and give death threats to someone who's academically telling us about the Quran ayats. Where Muslim learn this death threat and don't disrespect Prophet Muhammad. He's a religious figure, and we are not disrespecting him. We not want to put Muslims down, you see, and this not to represent my country. My views and my research here. Also, that a disclaimer. And also not to hurt Muslims or disrespect Prophet Muhammad, because Prophet Muhammad himself, the Quran, Allah say that distinguish between believers, and then I can say Nara Hadri, like I can call out, give that Nara that is with the pride. Sartan ke bolo, Ali Ali, like that. Unfortunately, it wasn't like that. And why Yazid going mad and doing all those things he did to Ali Muhammad, the progeny of Muhammad, al Bayt. And why like that? So I'm not doing it for any other purpose than to save our souls and for justice, truth, and to know the truth about my religion also. That is why I was doing it. So I could shine, because proclaim the bounties of thy Lord unto others. Surah Dhaha ayat. Thus Abdullah, okay, Nadir took on the Muslims had cut down only those trees of Banu Nadir that stood on the battlefield. Tafsir Nisaburi. Some of the Muslim jurists have overlooked this aspect of the matter and expressed the opinion that the permissibility of cutting the trees of the Bani Nadir was confined only to that particular event. It does not make it generally permissible that whenever war necessitates war, trees of the enemy be cut down and burnt. Imam Auzai, La'it, and Abu Thawr hold this same opinion, but the majority of the jurists hold that the view that for the sake of important military operations, it is permissible. However, this is not permissible for the purpose of mere destruction and pillage. Let's say Prophet Muhammad went to like that land empty. Uh, No one come there, no one harm him, but where he come, right? Where he come? He come to Medina. It's already occupied by the Jews. And you've jumped to war, and so in war it is okay. Baba, this land is of Medina. What he do in Makkah when they were after his life, he do hijrat. Why not do hijrat now in Medina also? Second hijrat from Medina. Do hijrat from Medina. From Medina. Muslims, you not understand. This land is Jews' land. It is not an Islamic city. Where your false prophet set foot on. Military expedition, military this, military operation, what this? In Medina. Oh, I'm getting, calm down now. Dear Muslims, do you not understand? Do you not see? If he had made the land, make trees, build houses for his Muslims, refugees from Medina, immigrants from Makkah, right? But he went and occupied the Jews' land. And here in Surah Hasharat, we are told some of them even helped him. They were they were poverty stricken, or they were under the poverty line. Still, they helped some Muslim believers at that time. Gave preference to them over themselves, became Muslims, and helped. And this what he do to the other tribes that oppose him. They're hiding in their houses, building fortresses against them in their own towns, in their own town, hometown. What the military operation? It's like America going to Iraq for war, saying for oil, and saying this evil exists, and we have to protect our country. And they're going to another's country to destroy them, but they not just say it like that, and they want oil. Here I find Prophet Muhammad and his Allah doing the same thing, but not saying it like that. What is the difference between American military and the corrupted president and Congress and him and his Allah? Please, please have a look at it. Have a look at it. Because you see how America go to Iraq? And not one Iraqi perhaps in that 9/11. They will not attack Saudi Arabia. Not, but Iran and Iraq, two axes of evil. They already destroy Iraq and Iran. 1978 when war starts, 79. Oh my God. So you have a hard to look, sorry. You have closely examined this. Look, I'm after justice. Again and again I'm saying this. Whatever you believe. So I'm not getting carried away. Palm trees are cut off. Sometimes Muslims saying this, another time there's dissension. Thus, Abdullah bin Masud has given this explanation in the commentary of this verse. there's already a rift between Sunni Shia. Also, that do not want to understand and then bring, let's sit at the table, round table conference, let's have a conference, let's look at this. And then we bring Shias and Sunnis together while I get killed from both of them. Apostasy. Let's sort out the discord you have, you see? And the police, not like this, not like this, right? Shia Sunni, Muhammad hijab, and that Shia, not like this. I'm doing it in a different way. Shia and the Sunni debate. We're not having a debate. We're not. Because you know what happened? The Sunni Shia debate, Muhammad hijab. Huh? Sorry, Muhammad hijab, I don't mean to pick on you. Very, very good that you, but I don't want this kind of debate. You're very friendly. Well, oh, not very friendly, but you know what come up? I can understand. Even my sentiment come up. Be Fatmat Zahra, Mother Ghamkhar, and all this. Not like that. Not like this. Please. We will never solve disputes like this. Big debate. No. Huh. So we don't even know. Jiddu Krishnamurti is right. Have a dialogue. I got caught in this because I want to know what Jiddu Krishnamurti is showing me. Thank God Muji Baba come and remove all the curtains very easily. But, you know, my ego going here, mind attack, this, that. So I not value the thing. You see this, you not to see. So Muslims with, oh, but I not to use those loving kindness, God cares for us. So what way can I show you that this prophet is false? Appeal to your heart. No, no. Imam Hussein, that emotional, what do you call it? Can't do that. Emotional, no, no. I don't want your not. We can't have that sympathy, sentimental stuff coming in. Then ego coming. We not even know. So now I reach some of the cutting them down, leaving. Oh, and then what he say here, and these. So we thought, okay, like Shia, what do you Muslims cut down? No, no, just still on sixth. And what Allah restored of property to His messenger from them, you did not spur for it. Muslims, believers, Sahabas, Sunnis, what's happening to you here? I didn't say it. Quran ayat is saying. Aren't you going to say, Ya Rasulullah? Yes, we did not. You great Sunni Muslims, my friends Sunnis, come, you're most welcome here. But, let us be civilized. And what Allah restored of property to His messenger from them, yani from these Jews of Medina, after banishing them from their houses, should you even, so what the Muslims will say, today's Muslims, they'll say, no, no, Ya Rasulullah, Of course, we know that Allah, these are new Muslims, you would say also, but all Sahabas very faithful to Rasulullah. No, because they were saying, they were objecting, and here is the thing. Footnote is necessary, meaning that they went through no hardship, i.e., war, to obtain it. Oh my God. So, military operation, no war. Okay, this, and the Shias will say this Umayyad side, Umayyad side, Umayyad. But we have to look at the Umayyad side. We looked at the Umayyad side. You looked at the Umayyad side. What do you great Sunni Muslims will say? No, Ya Rasulullah, we know. But you are the ones who have come later, Surah Waqiyah. You are not the foremost. Imam Ali is, perhaps, according to Shia research. And what Allah restored of property to His Messenger from them, you did not spur for it in an expedition. Any horse or horses or camels, you went like, with the rifles and cutting trees, military operation. But Allah to their homes, into their homes, to drag them out, banish them from their town. Why? But Allah gives His messengers power over whom He wills, and Allah is over all things competent. Now, look at this closely. Let us go through it. Civilized manner, examine the ayat. So the Muslims of his time, but you will get this what they call, they're not camel, camels, and what restored was by Allah to His messenger from them, then not you made expedition for it of horses and not camels, but Allah, whatever it is what it is, restored. And whatever was sometimes the eyes are so obscure. Okay, this fay, maybe it come in another. So Muslims say fay, yeah, here. And what Allah gave as booty, fay, this now called the booty fay, to His messenger from them. For this you made no expedition, Muslims of his time, with either cavalry, horses, or camels, on camels. But Allah gives power to His messengers over whomsoever He wills, and Allah is able to do all things. And what in Ali Imran? You covet, Muslims. In Uhud, you lost. You felt distress. You get hit once by the enemy, you hit them twice. But you're shouting and whining and cribbing. Why we get hit once by the enemy? Now it seems that, no, it doesn't seem he's coveting, because this goes to, and another point to be noted here, but Allah gives power to His messengers over whomsoever He wills, or against, like He's got absolute power now. It is very dangerous. If he turn out to be a false prophet, same, your house is broken. Perhaps he come with the boiling water also. A Surah Hajj put on you. You're, because he have idea that the boiling water in hell over your heads poured, and whipping with iron rod. He have very, very strong punishments, gory, horrific. You know. Now, are you not as scared? These Jews must be too. Maybe you pour boiling water on um Huyei bin Akhtab. You have these gory ideas, like what do you call it? Gory. Gory ideas. How you spell that? I don't. But anyways, I just leave it. I don't want to embarrass myself from them. For this, you made no. You embarrass yourself. It's okay. It's okay. For truth, we are searchers, and we make mistakes. And I should not be ashamed of that. And what Allah gave us booty, Fay, because I'm not here to make an impression on you that I'm perfect and good and this and that, right? Gave us booty, Fay, to his messenger. You know what gory means? It's like gory means that horrific. But Allah gives power to his messengers over whomsoever he wills. So it was not by your manpower or horsepower or camel power and you on camels and horses, but that because his presence were there, he was there, Allah gives power. So don't, and also that ayat, right? Don't think that you have done a favor by embracing Islam. We not need you, but that be grateful. And yeah, as Shias, like we not need to Sunnis to become Shias. Don't think that we are coming after dawa, 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 dawa. Because majority not count for us. But we want to save you. But Shias are not anxious to save. But he is ardently desirous of your welfare. But then what can we do? Now you see, Imam Hussein, ik kar tata sajda ke Madina hua abad. Allama Rashid Rabi said, Ek sajda, who say that? He quote someone, Ek sajda inse ho to hum jane. So Imam Hussein try, but we also try. We bring Ali Asgharat. Now we're bringing the 6-month-old out to you Sunnis, right? Like that. And if God will, if you good intention, you will become true Muslims. You will come to Imamat. We are good warriors, good fighting. Not fighting in the way. Like first Akal. And close examination, Quran only Shia. And when it's absolutely necessary, we go to the footnotes, tafsirs, and all. Whatever gains God has turned over to his messenger from the inhabitants of the villages belong to God. Now, you have a hard look at this, please. The messenger, kinsfolk, meaning his kinsfolk, unanimously agreed, right, by all Muslims. Wafer, and to the needy and to the wayfarer, so that it may not merely circulate between the rich among you Muslims. Among you Muslims. Now, some rich Muslims, like Abu Bakr and all, wanted this. You see? So, footnote, the first share in these is of Allah and His Messenger. The detail of how the Prophet acted on this injunction has been related by Malik ibn Aus bin al-Hadathan on the authority of Omar. Thus the Prophet used to take from it necessary expenses for himself. And Bibi Fatima Zahra's and the ayats of the Quran that Allah is sufficient as a protector. He's the best provider. He's the best supporter. He's the best provider. And He has given you abundance. You people who went like you were like this, and my father and Allah praised Allah, abundant bounties of abundance He has given. So you see, you need this, right? Take from it necessary expenses for himself and his family. Now he married rich Khadija, Al Kubra Quraysh, rich woman. Huh? And the rest he used to spend on arranging arms, arms and ammunitions. All that the money wasted in arms and ammunitions. We say, America, why are you so stupid? Forget warring here and going for the oil. You have resources, natural. You have beautiful country. Be grateful. But no, like him also, not grateful. So, and his family unanimously agreed. His family. Bibi Fatma Zahra, one daughter he had from. Anyways, the Sunnis say four daughters of Khadija. She was a widow and she was married previously and all that. So from another husband that she have daughters. And the rest he used to spend on arranging arms and conveyances for jihad. Bukhari, Muslim, Masnad Ahmad, Dawood, Tirmidhi, Nasai, and others. Not good, not good. It doesn't sound good. After the passing away of the Prophet, like, but can I read this completely? Was that this share now is reserved for the religious and collective welfare of the Muslims and not for any particular person. For the Prophet was entitled to it on the basis of his office of leadership and not on the basis of the office of apostleship. But the view of the majority of the Shafi jurists in this matter is the same as the other jurists, viz that this chair now is reserved for religious. What Allah has bestowed on His Messenger and taken away from the people of the townships. I tell you, this is misappropriation of property. He has defrauded. That's why, some Sunni translations put spoils war. He's a defraud to his messenger. Shias, are you here? To his messenger and to kindred and orphans. To kindred, yani his family. And orphans, the needy. You mean you mean believers, right? Those who don't oppose. But in Surah Tawbah, now what? No disbeliever left in Makkah. How he clear up everyone in order that it may not merely make it only way for a traveler Muslim. Or you want to convert him, you give him camels. Their camels. Madinan's camels. And did you really earn this with justice? Oh, yeah, it always say by Allah, by Allah. Another question, ask yourselves. So if he said that, and more, coming booty for immigrants, muhajirs, ansars, even the ansars help us in Medina. Uh-huh. So whatever from the possessions of the townspeople Allah has bestowed on his men. And what Allah gave us as booty to His Messenger from them. For this you made no expedition, so but Allah gives power to His messengers over whomsoever He wills, and Allah is able to do all things. Wait a minute. Now, Allah is just, right? Shias, Allah Adil hai, pillars of Islam. We have this, where did, pillars of Islam and Shia. We have an extra. Allah is Adil, just. Pillars of Islam, na? Tawheed, Rasulullah, Imamat, Nabuwat, Imamat, this, that, what you call it. And we have Allah is just. Taking a pause for a while. Allah is just. Sunni Islam gone because from their hadiths, tafsirs, this money he also for himself gave to his family, and also he arms and ammunitions, what you call it, for arms and ammunitions, wasting money, like breaking their houses, going in their city, banishing them out of their houses, their homelands, breaking their houses, making them break their houses with their own hands that they were hiding in, perhaps, well scared. Because can you oppose the messenger and remain as like you can have dissenting views? Can you remain in peace? They will not hurt you. Huh? Can you side by side with Muslims and say that sorry, I don't believe in the messenger. I'm a ex. Can you be an ex-Muslim even and remain safely and not be attacked? Whether now they take another way. Now they see America after them, ex-Muslims from North America, Canada. Now they see we take quite taqiyya we do. We not kill these people like that. We just, we are peaceful. Some stupid one of us, you know, say that I give death threat to Har Sultan and this, that, and his family. But no, we are all good. Now you change your appearance. Right? Or no? Could be. I don't know. Or you really are sincere in searching the truth, like me, and you say no sazish, no conspiracy, no dissimulation, taqiyya, but we are here for the truth. I salute you for that. And who am I to salute you? But my heart goes out to you. I thank you with the gratitude that I will not be able to, in action, perhaps. So, what can I give to you for being here as a Sunni Muslim and as a Shia Muslim? For the truth's sake and for justice's sake. I cannot give you anything. Only if Allah help me give you something, I can give. Allah help you give me. So, and what Allah gave as booty. Oh, this is very, very dangerous. Huh? And what Allah gave as booty to his is this Allah on the just. For this you made no expedition. Sunnis, your Sahabas, made no expedition with either cavalry or camelry. I am not, am I? Appealing to you, like using your weakness? No. Please have a look at this. And the Shias, I will come to you too, Ali Imran. Hypocrites don't want to fight. So they have their own dissimulation. They are called liars. They don't want to fight their brethren, even to defend themselves, let alone for Allah's cause. What that ayat coming? In my notes, I've got it. 167. And the hypocrites. Please remain. Oh, God. When I do portrait style, it goes away. Sorry. 167. Shias. Jange Uhud. In Uhud battle. So look at these disbelievers, hypocrites. So he may distinguish who are the believers, the previous ayat, Al Imran, verse 167. And the hypocrites also, these were told, come fight in the way of Allah, or at least what? Drive the foe from your city. Makkans were told to fight the Madinans. Prophet Muhammad doesn't have, nor is Allah knows a law of acquiescence. I had an assignment on that in Auburn College when I was doing law. Wolverhampton University. So now these hypocrites, what are they telling us? Right? They're telling us that they are better than the believers. Even these believers, Sunnis, also respected Sunnis, Muslims, they're telling us that they are better than these Muslims. Why? Because they don't want to fight. Why? Because they're not cowards. They're also using dissimulation and they're called liars. And they don't want to defend themselves. Why? Because here, not only fight in the way of Allah, or at least like the one person asked Sachwala Sab, I was there on the live stream, or check the live stream, listening, maybe on live stream. No, I went afterwards. I couldn't take it. Because the Mufti Sab, really. So um, he said, why, if you say he married 6-year-old and this, he did this and loaned these and all this, then why it come here written about him? Why expose everything about him? Right? Surah Tahrim Ayat 1. Even the Quran expose him. God is asking, why have you made unlawful? Prohibited yourself, meaning made unlawful. What Allah has made lawful for you, the seeking to please your wives. And on oath. So now, second ayat, Allah has allowed dissolution of your oaths, where in Ali Imran or some place, Surah Nahl ayat 91. You cannot break your oaths. But accidentally, if you do it, accidentally, Or first, you don't mean to, there's no malice or anything, hypocrisy, then there's a way out to expiate. But in Surah Tahrim ayat, it is, for expiation of oaths, you have to pay something. For dissolution, completely cancelled oath, you don't have to pay anything. Prophet Muhammad didn't have to pay anything. Two different things. Allah has allowed you to dissolve your oath, meaning you don't even have to pay. It's not expiation of oaths. It's a dissolution of the oath here in Surah Tahrim, Ayat 2. He's a fraud. But okay, Anna, see? And Ali Imran verse 161, defraud, what? Or which, it's here somewhere, 161. I'll, okay, so back here. They said, had we known how to fight, we should certainly have followed you. Learn from the hypocrites. They were that day near to. I don't want to read this. Anyways, the hypocrites are not near to unbelief. Oh, to faith, sorry. Are they anywhere near to faith, the hypocrites? Then to faith. Saying with their lips what was not in their hearts, but Allah had full knowledge of all they conceal. Shias, is this about Umar, Abu Bakr, and Uthman, and the Sahabas who ran away in Battle of Uhud? They are the ones that say of their brethren slain, while they themselves sit at ease. If only they had listened to us, they would not have been slain. Maybe Madinans are saying this for the polytheists in Makkah, because Prophet Muhammad made them fight. Jang-e Badr. What when a single disaster smites you, although you smote your enemies with one twice as great? Do you say, where is this? What? Say to them, it is from yourselves. You deserved it. Because Allah did not protect them, you see, in this. So going, Abu Bakr going, Umar going, and Uthman going into the hypocrisy, not true believers, in order that he might test the believers. And the hypocrites also expose. Test means you know. So we Shias know who. I know about the Shias, who the hypocrites were in Uhud with Prophet Muhammad. When Prophet Muhammad was calling them, they were all creating disorder and not listening to him and all this. Now it all fall into place. I understand. Shias, respected Shias, and you will see this and understand it. And the hypocrites also. These were told by the Madinans. Done. Oh, that's why he go to destroy Medina. He not to go because of this art coming to me in sight. He not to go. He make a wrong because he wasn't killed by the polytheists in Makkah. If the Makkans wanted to kill him, who wants to take his life and make him a martyr? Allah Allah sabre polytheists and Madinan ka dekhen Jews and Ahle Kitab. They not kill him. If you think Allah save him? Okay. Uh-huh. Allah save him. Allah give five booty to his messenger because he needs, and for his expenses, taking it from them, the Jews. Under what? Like after breaking if banishing them from Medina. Allah gives such, huh? Your heart will say, yes, give it to me. You think honorable, let's say I'm very weak, so let's say I'm from, let's say I'm from Emirates, right? Rich country. There's war happening in Yemen, or people dying, children starving, and my country is giving me. But I say, not give me too much, because send us some to the from my own, but I not a cent. But if they raise my amount, and oh yes, I may be happy about it. But there are children starving in Yemen, and they're Arabs. So will I have the heart? Will I enjoy this? While some Arabs in Yemen are, will I enjoy my Mercedes? If I had the Mercedes? Okay, I'm enjoying food, I get hungry. Have some cake, nice quality. But let's take an honorable person who has lived a simple life. Shia religious scholar in Iran or Iraq. Is he going to enjoy what his country rich, huh? Maybe like UAE or Saudi Arabia? He taste goes from our mouth when we are separated from a friend, or some we feel we are betrayed by a friend or a loved one. Charm is left from life. अभी मज़ा नहीं आ रहा है to wash my hands. I not enjoy washing my hands. Pressure little. What this coming? Mission Cyber Sipai. Oh, I not put this on Do Not Disturb. YouTube, okay, this okay. I not get calls. Hardly have any friends. So you see, will you enjoy that? When you know God has given you abundance, even Shakti Goen say in her book. So when you feel it, when you really, oh no, God has given me abundance, contentment come in your heart. Although it sometimes you get hit by emotional insecurity, you want money, money. Something go wrong, you want it fixed quickly. So, but then if you pay attention, God has given us abundance. Shakti Gwen write in her creative visualization. Don't you want to, like, now if people come and they rob me, even my friend betray me and use me, Jesus Christ say, you would, if someone asks you for your cloak, give him your coat too, right? So you be the great person. Why you want army and all this also? Yeah, arms and ammunitions. When even I tell you the hypocrites see you, so-called hypocrites here, but so what? Are you scared of hypocrites? They may get more like, oh my God, I'm content. I not have a car here. Arabs have Mercedes, Lamborghinis, this, that. Even water becoming less. If I just pay attention to God has given me abundance. Oh, thank you, God. Yes. Just remember, love is enough. If you were with your beloved, would you would you get that disturbed that the water is not coming in pressure? Sometimes you would say, yes, what this, but not disturb. It would not shake you, not make your life miserable. Maza nahi aa raha hai. Okay, let it be, let it be. But you see here, rich, unfortunate that we have these problems. Also, like sometimes you think like that. But if you not expect, so you come to rich country and you have these problems when we can afford not to have problems. Still, God has given you abundance. Bear patiently. No, no, forget patient and all this. Just God given you abundance. Contentment coming like that, So this hypocrisy, okay, they don't, you see, they make their own taqiyya. Abraham make his own taqiyya, we are told in the Quran ayats, against polytheists. And he even break it, the gods. And we are told he was put in the fire. But we are not told that Abraham put these polytheists in the fire. So we get full like this. Nimrud, Abraham's enemy, and his father, other uncle, say, because we say, Shias, that how he come out from a polytheist. Oh my God. I mean, how he is blood from polytheist. So Azar not his father, although it mentions in the Quran that Azar his father, his uncle, and call him son. Because Abraham cannot come, his race cannot be from a polytheist. He cannot have a polytheist father even. She has worked it out. So there, so the polytheists do this, putting people on fire. That's what we believed, thought, because of the Quranites. Not the Muslims. If you disrespect Allah, blasphemy, sacrilegious. If you say anything against Allah or Allah, no, you let it be. Allah very, very generous. It's the people's. So when I get the Muslims like these, I used to say as a Shia, even some Shias very, very strict and all this. I said they don't know how generous Allah is. Now, if I even say, yeah, like Dil To Pagal Hai, a scene, if you've seen that the movie, sorry, I have to bring that. No, I'm not sorry. Indian movie out. Scene coming. And nahi, wo bura hai, wo bura hai. Allah bura hai. And they're stone taking and she's throwing up. Now you kill? No, you don't kill. वो बुरा है. Allah बुरा है. Allah is bad. You do this. Allah is generous. Stone coming, anyways, the law of nature is that if you try to spit on, we say, spit on God, spit up, it come back to you. So nature itself punish you. You throw the stone up on Allah, it come down. What? It not harm Allah in any way, but some Muslims, I say as a Shia, not really, not to know they have small minds and small hearts. Allah ko kuch nahi kaho. Blasphemy. But we say not to say anything to Rasulullah. But you can say what you like to Allah, but not publish it in the room. Like, he's very bad. Oh, maybe he hate me. Maybe No, no, I hate him, or yeah, things like that, because he do wrong to me. And the hypocrites also, they were told, come fight in the way of Allah, fight in the way of Allah, or at least drive the foe from your city. What? He not to know the law of acquiescence. So he's making polities of Makkah, and can you see the scenario here? How he's provoking them against each other, and they have found out he's the hypocrite. He's the warmonger, and Dr. David Wood is right. After long research and close examination of mine, I also agree to him. But look, I not agree to him like just because he said that. I do my own research on caravan robber. I read the Sunni side hadiths, sources, Muslim, and then I read my own Shia commentary. If it not makes sense to me, I say yes. And what makes sense to me is a war lord. So that was support from Dr. David Wood. But I not come here saying, oh, Prophet Muhammad is a warlord because David Wood said so and he showed us these hadiths. He's right. And from the Quran ayats, I sleep on it, I work on it, and then I come and say, I study on it myself. So you see, he is the hypocrite, he's the false prophet. And Hussein, Allama Rashid Rabi Majlis, I think on this, they are the ones that say 168 verse of Al Imran. No, yes. So, no, 169. Think not of those who are slain and Allah's way is dead. Nay, they live, finding the sustenance in the presence of the Lord. So do you listen to the rizq majlis of Allama Rashid Torabi? इनसे हमको रिस्क मिलता है because they don't have hypocrisy, we were told. Not an ounce of hypocrisy. Huh. And Allama Rashid Turabi, my dua. I his dua. Oh God. And my mother conceived me. Oh goodness. Allama Rashid Turabi. So Sunnis, हनफी बन के आओ, शाफी बन के आओ, शाफी बन के आओ, हनफी बन के आओ. Jews come. Can we say that? Jews of Medina come. We won't hurt you. We're just listen to the Majlis Hussein and the Quran ayats, through the Quran ayats explained. First, oh God, it hurt me. Right? Going back to my notes, the Quran ayats have, where is it now? What's a 161? 169, yeah? Think not of those who are slain in Allah's way as dead. Nay, they live, finding their sustenance in the presence of the Lord. 168, Ale Imran. They are the ones that say of their brethren slain, killed, brothers who are killed, these hypocrites, while they themselves sit at ease, comfortably sit at ease. Aren't you allowed in Islam to have a comfortable life? If only they had listened to us, they would not have been slain. Say, avert death from you. What argument is this? And what are you fighting for? This is why the hypocrites say, we not want to drive those foes from our city, they think. Why? Because the law of acquiescence says in Medina, there they say the Jews grabbed land, snatched it, it was polytheists. The Sunni Hadith Muslim sources. But you see, law of acquiescence, they were letting the Medinan Jews stay there, and they had no problem with it until Rasulullah came and said, come, fight in the way of Allah, or at least defend yourself from your city foe. Your city from the foe, the enemy, your enemy. At least defend your city from this enemy. What enemy? Let me see. 167, Ali Imran. When it's absolutely necessary. Surah Ali Imran, Quran.com going. 167. Quran.com. Let's see the footnote from the Muslim side. Let's see if there are any. What it mean? No footnotes. No one. Oh, here it is. Defend yourselves, but no, this is a quotation mark. If I can click when Abdullah bin Ubay decided to withdraw from the battlefield with his men, several Muslims attempted to persuade him not to do so. Ibn Ubay replied that he was sure that there would be no fighting that day, and he assured them that had he expected fighting to take place, he would have gone along with them. So that's why some translators put, instead of we, if we but knew that there would be fighting. But there's some translator here, Abdul Halim, I think, put, we would come fight, defend. We would follow you if we knew there was going to be. No, not Abdul Halim. Who put here? Oh, Abul Ala? No. They said had we known the fighting will take place. Yes. It's not Abul Ala Maududi, but Muhammad Taqiyuddin Al Hilali and Muhammad Mahsan Khan. See the translation here? He's putting the from the Hadith tafsir translation, not the Quran word to word. Come fight in the way of Allah, or at least defend yourselves. They said, had we known that fighting will take place. Had we known that fighting will take place. Different translation, huh? Makes a world of a difference. It's not we don't know how to fight. But had we known that fighting will take place, we would certainly have followed you. So he's taking it from the Hadith tafsir, not a word by word. Word by word would be, had we known how to fight, how to fight, how to fight. English translation, Yusuf Ali. So what is the Prophet Muhammad doing here? His Muslims of his time, making them fight against each other. Sick. I feel sick now. Uh, but I have to go on. Oh, goodness. So let's learn. These are so called, as we say, so called Muslims, meaning they're not real Muslims, right? So let's learn from these wrong, These were not hypocrites. And those who are hypocrites. So he's a warmonger, Prophet Muhammad. And there somewhere in the ayat, can you now trust him? And these ayats, and it's Allah. And coming to Surah Tahrim, if you want to hear part of that, it's long, but it's in my first channel, live. Uh, please leave us. Turn back from it. Because you know Allah will not speak to you. He'll turn his, because he's misappropriated property. He's broken an oath, we are told in Surah Tahrim, unjustly. He's unjust. And how he broke the houses, how he banished them from their lands. He should have banished, not banished, but no, that's not called banish. That's called hijrat. Go away, leave their land, leave the Jews alone in Medina. And if they had arrows and bows, don't you think that by now one would have killed Rasulullah? No, 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 because Allah was defending him. Like Allah defended Moses in Surah Taha, we are told. Moses' mother was guided, right? Yeah? No, no, no. You see here, not go to Surah Taha. Allah was defend. Is this Allah just? I have been showing you. Yes. So Allah was not, this Allah not even just that he has he's saying by Allah's permission, Allah has given his money, their wealth, their everything, whatever is left now of the Medina, Surah Asharayat. And those who are hypocrites, and when these hypocrites were asked, come and defend, or at least defend yourself. So thank God here. And really it is put here, huh? Not only fight in the cause of Allah. And what are we told in another ayat? That these hypocrites or aggressors want to fight, kill, and what? Oppose. No, no. Look, these hypocrites, what, you think they are cowards? No. They're living peacefully. You can be a Jew. You can be a Christian. You don't even have to pay jizya. Jizya was introduced by this person. Horrid. Because there's no war, we don't need army. And Shia's army was not created by the Umayyads. Or what that martial law? Martial law he did in Jews' city, in Medina. Martial law doesn't come from these hypocrites, nor the disbelievers of Makkah, nor the Jews of Medina, hypocrites. Fighting. Wait, what do I have to show you? Fight in the way of Allah or defend. Idfa'u, defend or defend. They said if we knew or defend. Defend whom? Not Rasulullah here, huh? Like in Surah Fat ayat. They didn't want to go and defend Rasulullah, help him. Shias. Wait a minute. So 167. Okay. I've seen the tafsir of the Sunnis, but let me just multilingual Quran. Go to Al Imran verse. Take us. Oh God, no, no, no. Akapuyas on Ali Imran 167, third chapter, display 167. Sorry, I have to do this. Because my tea, just take a sip of my tea. It's cold now. Cold tea. 167. Come on. 167. 167. Have to help. Because Allah not looking at us. Justice not done. Allah not hearing us. Allah not talking to us. 167. Here it comes. Ta-da. And that he might know the hypocrites. No commentary here, but under 166 there's commentary. The events which took place in the Battle of Uhud have been described and discussed from the verse 121 of this surah onwards. That which befell the Muslims was by Allah's will, so that the believers and the hypocrites could be identified openly. Openly. So please don't tell me that why you doing this and exposing Prophet Muhammad as a hypocrite. And the fate of the one group and the fate of the one group and the hypocrisy of the other made clear. Allah knew best that which the hypocrites concealed. When they were asked to come and fight in the way of Allah, they thought that it was not a fair fight because the enemy was killing them. Therefore, they took to flight. Nearer were the hypocrite deserters on the day to infidelity. On that day to infidelity. They also assumed that had those who were slain. Oh my God, Shias. What this religion has made you, that you are giving such a. Look how mind has turned satanically defending Prophet Muhammad. They also assumed that had those who were slain in the battle stayed at home, they would have remained alive. Though they don't want to fight, they get killed. Those who do not believe in Allah are ignorant of the fact that the hour of death is certain, whether they go in the field battle or stay at home. It shows that the Holy Prophet had carried out his mission in the presence of open and hidden hostile forces of antagonism. Hidden and open. Hostile forces of antagonism. Please refer to the commentary of Al-Baqarah 8 to 20 to know about the hypocrites. Also refer to Al-Munafiqun. From Al-Munafiqun to Surah Fath ayats against the Badawans, I proved this prophet. Liar, false, is Allah false? On one hand, he say in Surah Munafiqun, come, ask forgiveness, and Allah will forgive you. And this prophet also, come to the prophet and say, and the Baduan, what they do in Surah Fat, they ask forgiveness. So we don't have to go to Surah Baqarah, verses 8 to 20 in the commentary or whatever forces of antagonism. He can't take antagonism, and that he might know the hypocrites. But we say he wants to save these people. What else is there? I need to do justice today and not forget words need to come to me. Rejoicing in what Allah has given them out of His grace, and they rejoice for the sake. Rejoicing what Allah is. Believers, you rejoice in what Allah has given them out of His grace, and they rejoice. Sorry, I have to rejoice for the sake of those who, being left behind them, have not yet joined them. So you also fight in Allah's cause, kill us. So what you death a blessing of Allah? Sorry, life a blessing of Allah and death also a blessing of Allah. So don't worry. Come, kill us. You can't but this rejoicing in what Allah has given them out of His grace. You can't sit at home and be happy. And do what all the time strive in Allah's way, strive martyrs also. Wait a minute. What I'm searching for now? Antagonism. Meaning? Dictionary, Oxford Languages, Google search, thank you. Active hostility or opposition. Hostility. Casualty? No casualty, but hostility. Very good that Google search gave me that word test. Hostility. And without hostility, hostile behavior, unfriendliness or opposition. Acts of warfare. He called for an immediate cessation of hostilities. If you come to me fighting, wanting my life, I will definitely defend myself. But hostility means war. Hostile behavior. It has a wide connotation, but you'll say, now I'm using wide. Yes, yes, because it does. Please understand this. Overt acts of war. War, peace talks. Hostility is plural. Overt, covert, overt. Open acts of warfare. Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Glad to have gotten through the divorce. Deep-seated, usually mutual ill will. Hostile action. Ill will. 2. Second definition. Plural. Overt acts of war. Conflict, opposition, or resistance in thought or principle. So if I have this conflict, let's say, and I do opposition or resistance in thought or principle against Islam, and yeah, Islam. Are you Muslims going to come and kill me? So how do we do this now? Can I afford to just let you win? In some ayats, rejoicing in what Allah has given them out of His grace. No, no, here hostility. Where's hostility? Antagonism. What's the best way that he might know the hypocrites? And it was just said to them, rejoicing in what Allah has given them out of His grace. So even the believers rejoice in what Allah has given them out of His grace. And they rejoice for the sake of those who, being left behind them, have not yet joined them. and they will have no fear, nor shall they grieve. So be happy. Allah. And just sit there. Allah hi Allah kiya karo. Pakistani song. दुख ना किसी को दिया करो जो दुनिया का मालिक है नाम उसी का लिया करो. In spite of having an upper hand at Uhud, the Makkan army, on account of Ali's valor, see, Ali retreated and camped at Hamra al-Asad, where Abu Sufyan made it known that next year he would attack again and destroy the Muslims. The allies of Abu Sufyan, this is antagonism. Yeah, this is coming from Abu Sufyan. The allies of Abu Sufyan in Medina gave forth an exaggerated account of the preparations at Makkah in the hope that with the Battle of Uhud yet fresh in memory, the Muslims might be deterred from setting out for another fight. When it was reported to the Holy Prophet, Ali ibn Abu Talib said, "Sufficient unto us is Allah." At that appointed time, the Holy Prophet went to encounter the Makkan army, but they did not come. You see, the Makkan army didn't come. Makkan policies. Those to whom the people said, "Surely men have gathered against, therefore fear them." But this increased their faith, and they said, "Allah is sufficient for us, and the most excellent is the protector to in Dua Sabasab for Imam Mahdi. Some people are told the believers that there are some. What happened? Oh, I read this in London also. And my Hindu friends, very nice with me. The hypocrites who, at the slightest turn of scales against the Holy Prophet, began to avow their unbelief openly, could not harm or retard the mission of the Holy Prophet at all. At all times, the hand of Allah, Ali, was there to frustrate the designs. Surely those who have bought unbelief at the price of faith shall do no harm at all to Allah, and they shall have a painful punishment. So the worldly possessions the unbelievers had was a respite, a temporary well-being, which pulled them deeper and deeper into the abyss of infidelity, ayashi, from and infidelity, yeah, from where they could never come out. You ayash people, you are entertained by all this. Go dance, drink, be merry. Umar Khayyam. Umar Khayyam, be merry. And they are seeped, they don't want to fight. We are told they are so ayash, entertained by the worldly desire, they are seeped in this nonsense. So they return with favor. But what does Prophet Muhammad want us to do now? Believe in Islam, save your souls. He's ardently desirous. No, no. Okay, here, there I fail, but one place I. So on one hand, this, on the other hand, Abu Sufyan, and the army was not there. So Imam Ali say what? Allah is sufficient for us. He's the best helper, the best protector. Right? And the best provider also. So why are you doing this to the. You only have to say here, where's Imam Ali? In Medina. Why not come to Medina first? Come. You see there what happened, he say. That the Makkan army not come, all this. Because Imam Ali say, Allah is sufficient for us. Right? Why Imam Ali not here say Allah is sufficient for us? And the Madinans not build fortresses of their houses. Tell me, this is the way, only way. It should be consistent. What it say in that ayat? Where was I? Al Imran. And you see the commentary. Madinans not come, Makkans not come. Allah is sufficient for us. He's the best helper, the best protector, the best provider. Consistency. Makkah policies not come to fight the Muslims. Didn't appear. Here I say Nara Hedriyali, right? This is the way to deal with hypocrites, antagonism, and all this. Allah is sufficient for us. But why here now? Where is Nara Hedriyali? Huh? He's the best provider. Whatever you have cut down of the palm trees, broken their houses, evacuated them from their hometowns. No, no. This Shias, whether you come to, and what you believers did not spur on your horses or camels, and what Allah restored of property to His messenger, it's not His property. It's Medina's property. And they did not have to even fight for it. They're told there, not on horses or camels. So this misappropriation of property. And Imam Ali missing. Faithful saying, one faithful man say, Allah is sufficient for us. What happened? Army dispersing. Army not appearing. Infidel army not appearing. So now where I'm going to what this army not appearing. I've forgotten now. What happened? Where am I going now? Defraud. Surah Al Imran. No. But you see this, right? Verse 77. There shall be no share in the life to come for those who sell away the covenant of Allah. When you have that faith in Allah, even the infidels' army not appear, they say, right? Not only Quran at best, on top. Dua sabasab. Imam Mahdi. What Imam Mahdi now telling me? Kalki Avatar telling me? There shall be no share in the life to come for those who sell away the covenant of Allah and their oaths for a trivial gain. What this in Surah Hashar? Trivial gain. But he used that for himself, his little expenses, then he give to whatever his expenses, and he give to his family, and then he give to the, of course, we were told, orphan, traveler, this, that, Ansars, Muhajireens. On the day of resurrection, Allah will need to address them. But he used this, going here and there. So I forgot to add, Prophet Muhammad used for his personal gain too from that Surah Hashar. Madinan gains after this. You think Allah just that He give, pass on, restore property of theirs in their towns, banishing them? How much you are punishing them? You're punishing them too much. Life for a life. If they kill some Muslims, and if you're scared in their city, then leave the city, Medina. It's not yours. Enough? And where are going? Where Prophet Muhammad, if this Prophet defraud, just the last 161, I think, Ali Imran. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Oh, God. It is not appropriate for a prophet to illegally withhold spoils of war. You know why they put spoils of war? When this ayat does not say spoils of war, but it just say only defraud. And not is for a prophet that he defrauds. And whoever defrauds will bring what he had defrauded on the day of resurrection. Then it's repaid in full, every soul, what it earned, defrauded. What he do? In Surah Ashar. Because taking Ali Imran commentary from the Shias, the Makkans did not appear to fight with the Muslims. Because Imam Ali said, Allah is sufficient. Again, I tell you, look at this warlord making the Makkans Madinans fight. Madinans fight Makkans. Incitements and massacre them completely. Who are you massacring completely? Defraud, misappropriation of property. It did not belong to him anyways from Medina. He not belong to Medina. He can do second hijrat. And what else I say now? What else was it? Becoming senile. I think I should eat something. Did I have my herbal? Maybe I missed it. That's why. Wait, where is that? Where was I going? Defraud. He defraud. Okay, I've forgotten now. It's not coming. So, no, I have to save the Muslims. Oh, Surah Azab. But he's a warlord and he killed. Surah Azab 60. Oh my God. So he's the inciter. Why this coming in Quran.com? Oh, Arabic. On the face of it, when I go inside, it's okay. Website. If the hypocrites and those in whose hearts is disease. Someone just nudged, what do you call it? I get okay, because we are shocked. I think it is enough for our hearts to see this. We've seen it. He's the one who's inciting. The Sunni Muslims have put evil desire for illegal sex, disease in the hearts. Huh? Oh my God. And you don't want to see this. Accursed wherever they are found, being seized and massacred completely. Oh God. Thank you very much. God bless you all, your family members. Thank you for the like. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Almoon, also for participating. Sorry, wish Imran Khan the best and whatever happened to him, and save him too from this Islam. Please turn away now from Islam because Allah not looking at you or talking to you. Very sad. What here? Madinans, Matam, Ashura, Sham-e Ghariban for Madinans. Oh my God, this is terrible.